Well, I don't care if my unit's dead because those are the cannons outside. Of course, if you look at the battle by the numbers, it's still almost looks like it's dead even. Jeez, man, they got a hole over there now. Just, that's why this battle was so cool, man. I felt like it was the Alamo or something. You know, you had all these people just rushing it. It just kept getting trashed. Up, they got the horses running in. They jetted. They're jetting. Dude, what a retreat. They're just getting blown this. That wasn't successful. But the fort sure looks rocked. What I love is the realism of their cannon. I have to admit, Creative Assembly did an awesome job with making the cannons actually bounce across the ground the way they really did in warfare. A lot of people make the mistaken conception that cannons were these direct fire weapons that when you were firing them on men, that you were firing them into clusters of men. That's not the way it worked. Cannons actually bounced along the ground and they would knock off limbs and things as they bounced along. It wasn't so much you fired it at a person, you more or less fired at the ground, kind of like skipping a stone across water. And then it would just continue to bounce and hurt people. So every once in a while, you actually see the cannons bounce across the ground. The only thing I cannot understand for all these years is why the heck they have not added blood and limbs. You would think that, especially in their sword games that they've made, there have been limbs all over the battlefield, and you'd see blood, but you don't. I don't know why they don't. I think it's because they're a European company or something, and maybe they don't want to be too violent. But, you know, the whole point, this is a war game, and to me, it's incredibly lame that there's no blood and no body parts and no real gore. I mean, heck, that's what we all want to see. We want to make it look like a movie. Alright, Ford is still just viciously on fire here. I mean, from these guys' perspective, I know if I was one of them, I'd be thinking, man, why can't we take that place? There's nothing left. It's just like ashes. How are they still defending it? Just going along the line here so you can get a sense of the scale of this game. You see I've got the depth of field, volumetric smoke. Again, everything turned up to ultra. Every single thing. We'll go back. Let's see how much destruction they've still wrought. It's pretty intense. Oh, I was going on the attack here. Yeah, this is the end of the battle. I decided since they weren't coming to me, I'll quickly explain it so I can just end this video. I end up going underneath this hill so they can't get me with their cannon fire. And then I come up through the trees. I flank them, kill them, and pretty much the whole line just rolls up, and that's the end. Well, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video of Napoleon Total War, showing you a really epic darn fort battle here. The Alamo pretty much recreated for you here. Demonstrates the graphics with the smoke and everything else. Alright, enjoy.